guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age. Today is going to be a homeschool plan with me. However, it's Monday afternoon right now, and I've not planned out the week. I do kind of have an idea of things that we need to do, but this week we also have a lot of appointments and other things going on outside the house. So I decided that I was going to do a week of reverse record keeping. We have a couple of weeks before we take our next homeschool break because of Lucy's birthday. And so I decided that I was just going to make it easier on myself and do reverse record keeping. The problem with that at the beginning of the year is that my kids don't necessarily know what's next. And so, I mean, they do for the most part, but when they don't have a list to go off of, which they don't because I haven't planned out the week, things fall through the cracks. Not because they're not trying, but just because, things fall through the cracks. So today, Jack and Emma were both supposed to have dentist appointments this morning. However, I had to reschedule Emma's for tomorrow when Lucy has her appointment, because first they took Jack like 15 or 20 minutes after his appointment was supposed to be, and then he was done and they hadn't even called Emma back yet. So I decided that I was going to reschedule because I did not want to be at the dentist for 2 hours. They were supposed to be at the same time. Their appointments were supposed to be at the same time. So anyways, so tomorrow I can write Lucy and Emma, and hopefully they will be at the right time so that we're not spending the entire day there. We'll see. We will see. All right, so this week Emma is doing, oh goodness, what is she doing? She started The Importance of Being Earnest. She will be reading that this week. Oh, I can't write it all on one line. Okay, that is terrible. She did In Your Own Words, Sonnets, Day 1. She did Consumer Math 3.1, World Watch, Wordly Wise, Narration. She's working on journaling now. She has Government Workbook. It's Government and Economics and Personal Finance, but I'm not going to write all of those things. And then what else has she worked on? I think that might be everything for today. We didn't do statistics, and she is taking a little bit of a break from pre-calculus. We're trying to figure out if she wants to continue doing pre-calculus. We are going for a college visit next week, so I guess we'll find out if she really needs pre-calculus or not when we go. Then for government and economics, we did fallacy lesson 9 and 10. Where are my books? That would be helpful. People's Guide, Article 1 for the Constitution, so that is good. And then we did the economics book, and that was Free Market Economics. And oops, Adam Smith. Okay, that is good. All right, now we will do Jack. He is doing, actually, let me check. So he did Teaching Textbooks, lesson 42. He did Unity Gaming, chapter 3. I think there's 2 days this week for Unity Gaming that he has to do. It was like 7 days for this chapter, I think. I know that he did that. He's in Japanese, lesson 6. He is reading The Outsiders. He has Brave Writer copywork for Animal Farm. He did World Watch, Wordly Wise, Narration. He did In Your Own Words, Sonnet Day 1. He did music, whoops, it's digital music production, but I will just put music production. I think that is all he has worked on today, which is obviously, it's quite a lot. It's not, oh, he's done very little. It's a lot, but yes. Okay, so Lucy, the reason that I am doing don't think I've done a homeschool plan with me since I kind of rearranged things. So let me explain this. For years, the way that I have been working this is I have 2 columns for Emma, 1 for Lucy, and 2 columns for Jack. And then the last time that I did a homeschool plan with me, I needed 2 columns for Lucy, and I had her here and then here, and that was not working for me because I just didn't want to keep flipping back and forth when I was planning. So I've moved Lucy over here, and I moved the family subject, which is government, economics, and personal finance, over onto Emma's side. Oh, you know what? Jack also did government workbook. So Lucy did her elections lap book this morning. We read Mrs. Frisbee. We are almost done with that book. I'm really enjoying it. I read it many years ago to Emma and Jack, and it's been a lot of fun. She did language arts week 6 copywork. She did cursive. She did Singapore lesson. Which lesson was that? She did Singapore lesson 8. She did teaching textbooks corrections for her lesson from Friday, which we hadn't gotten to. She has been working on KiwiCo marbled paper, which has been fun for her. And then she is still reading the In Grandma's Attic series. I think she is in the last book. And then I'm not sure what she will read next. And that was everything that she did today. Okay, goodness. All right, so we will check in tomorrow and I will let you know how the day went. I will write a couple other things on here. This is our passion project day, Wednesday, where the focus is more on passion projects, but it hasn't been as much lately because we have still been trying to get into all of our subjects and finding that groove for getting things done. Wednesday is a bit of a lighter day for Emma and Jack so that they have more time in the afternoon to focus on their passion projects. I'm trying to not have government and economics be on this day, and that is a huge chunk of the day. So as long as we can, manage to do 4 days a week for government, that seems to work pretty well. Friday is screen-free day, and it is also the homeschool harvest dance. It's like a family dance that we are going to, all of us together. Emma went to the homeschool prom last year and she had a lot of fun, and so we saw that they were doing like a family dance and thought that would be a lot of fun. I don't know if Jack is really all that excited, but I know Lucy and Emma are. So okay, this is what I'm going to leave with for today, and we will check in shortly to talk about tomorrow. Happy Tuesday, friends. I just made myself a coffee because it has been a day. I am very tired. In fact, I need to take a sip of my coffee. We have not gotten nearly as much as I would have liked to have gotten done today. I mean, I guess that's not entirely true. I did not do government and economics with the kids today, so they've just been working on videos and things like that. But these dentist appointments almost killed me. We started getting ready to get in the car at 9, and then I think we got home at like 11:30. And yeah, it was a long morning. So it is Tuesday afternoon now, and I'm going to write out everything that everybody has been doing, which is essentially what was done yesterday. So that is good. In your own words, the kids were working on Sonnets Day 2, but they did not finish it because it was a really long activity. I guess I don't need my boxes when I'm not checking it off. And they were trying to do it before I took Emma and Lucy to the dentist at 9, so it ended up they're not finished with that. That's something that they will continue to do this afternoon. In fact, Lucy still has her teaching textbooks to do. It's about 2:30 right now. We've kind of been having a slower day. Jack did stay home and did the majority of his work while we were gone this morning, so that's good. Emma did her math when we were at the dentist. Her consumer math, they did World Watch, Wordly Wise, narration. She hasn't done her journaling yet, but she just went out for a run and then she's going to come back in and do her journaling. She worked on the government workbook. She was working on her writing this morning, which I didn't write yesterday. What else is she working on today? We haven't done statistics yet this week because the days have been messed up. I think maybe that's everything that she's been working on. She does have a paper this week, I think, on the importance of being earnest, but it's not really due until Friday. That's when the kids' papers are due. They have current events reports due on Thursday, and whatever their creative writing assignment is for the week or English assignment is usually due on Friday. I think that is everything. I feel like I'm missing something. It's a little weird this year because Emma doesn't have Spanish and she doesn't have a science. So I feel like I may be missing some things. I don't know. Actually, yesterday she did do her cursive, which I didn't write down. Today she did cursive as well. They worked on are we in week 6 or week 7? We are in week 7 videos and the government workbook, which I already wrote down. Okay, that doesn't seem like very much, but for being gone most of the day, I feel pretty good about it. Okay, so Jack did his geometry. He finished his lab today for his computer science course. Japanese, lesson 6. The lessons in the Japanese from 0 take about 2 weeks to get through, is about what it is. For him, he does, I don't know, probably an hour each day, 45 minutes to an hour of work each day on Japanese, whether it's activities in the workbook or watching the video or going through the vocabulary or practicing his characters. I don't know what they're called. They're not letters in Japanese, whatever those characters are. He is reading The Outsiders. He did his copy work for Animal Farm. He did World Watch, Wordly Wise. I think, is this week 4 of his music production class? I should ask him that. Actually, I can look it up. It's nice to have some of these online classes for high school that are so self-contained and self-directed that I really just need to go in and check grades. However, I feel so disconnected because I don't know the content, because it's not something that, I mean, I can look at the course overview and the syllabus and all of that stuff, but I don't really understand what he's working on because it's not me teaching him. So it's a little bit different that way. All right, so he has finished lesson 4 today. So that's good. And I don't think that this class is going to take nearly as long as I expected it to, except for just him messing around with things. It is just a half-credit course, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be so much work that he would have to kind of spread it out more, but it seems to be working well the way that we have it right now. He also did, in your own words, Sonnet Day 2. Did I write Day 1 over here? No, okay. He did his government workbook. He has not done his narration yet, but I assume that he is going to do that in the evening. He tends to like to do his English reading. He's reading The Outsiders, which I already mentioned, and then his narration for the day he likes to do, before bed, and that's fine with me. As long as he actually does it, it doesn't really matter to me when he does it because it's not something that I need to monitor for him. He just kind of does it on his own. Okay, so for Lucy today, it was a little bit of a lighter day. We did do the elections lap book this morning, and we did not do the read aloud. We did Spelling UC, week 20B. We did cursive. We started Singapore lesson 9, which she did half of, and we'll do the rest tomorrow. Whoops. She is in lesson 27 today. She is going to be doing Grandma's Attic. We are not going to be doing language arts today. She's supposed to be identifying helping verbs. I'm going to group that in with her language arts for tomorrow because tomorrow we don't have any appointments outside of the house. I do have a coaching call in the afternoon, but we will be done before then. So I scheduled that so that it would be later so that we can finish our school day. At least I can finish everything for school with them. Yes, okay, so that is Tuesday. I would like to read Mrs. Frisbee this afternoon with her, but I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time, so I'm just going to leave this stuff. I need to check in with her to make sure that she finishes teaching textbooks, and then she also reads before bed. Emma also reads before bed, but she reads her personal books then. She's reading The Cruel Prince right now, which I think is a Folk of the Air series. She said that I rated it on Goodreads, but I am notoriously bad for remembering which books that I've read because I read a lot of books. So I kind of need to refresh my memory on that book, but she's enjoying it so far. Okay, so that is Tuesday, and I will check in a few seconds and let you know how Wednesday goes. Hi guys. It's not even Wednesday, it's Thursday right now. Oh my goodness. Yesterday was a good day, but I did not stop at all because we were out of the house so much Monday and Tuesday morning. I was just trying to get stuff done, and we did, which is good. But gosh, it was just a little crazy. All right, so importance of being earnest, in your own words, day 3. That's sonnets. Consumer math. Emma was learning all about states with and without income tax, and that was really funny. She doesn't think anybody should have to pay any tax at all, or it should just be local taxes. So it's interesting. She worked on the government workbook. She worked on a short story for a writing competition that I think it's due like November 15th or something. So she actually finished that and sent it to me. She did cursive. Yesterday for government, we did chapter 4.1 and plus some videos, which chapter 4 for government is so long. It's very long. I'm hoping to finish it today. We will see. My eyes are so tired right now, and I am just tired and need a nap or some more coffee. I feel like there are things that I am not writing down for Emma that she is also doing, and I just can't figure it out. I'm really struggling with that. Anyways, so today is Thursday. I can write some of the stuff down that she has already done. It is 9 o'clock right now. So she is going to be finishing this book. I don't know if she's going to finish it today or tomorrow. It's a play, not a book. She did her cursive. I wrote world. She is focusing on her current events report right now. I think that will be done soon. That is all I'm going to write for right now because that is all that she has worked on so far. Okay, guys, I don't know what is going on. So yesterday, teaching textbooks, lesson 43, I think. He was doing corrections in geometry yesterday. He is moving on to chapter 4 for his computer science, Japanese, lesson 6. He is almost done with the Outsiders. I think he has 2 more chapters that he will do today. Brave Writer copywork yesterday. World Watch, Wordly Wise, In Your Own Words, Sonnets. Day 3, government workbook, narration. Emma also did narration yesterday. And then I forgot that we printed out business plan for them to fill out to choose like a product that they are going to make. It's like a 5-page, very simple business plan. It's just kind of walking you through the steps of creating a business plan. So they have that, and they were doing that, and then how to write a check. Today I'm going to finish government 4.2, and they have a First Amendment paper due. Cursive, spelling UC, in Grandma's Attic. We finished Singapore lesson 9. She did half of the teaching textbooks. Lesson 28, Izzy, you are in the way. You can't come in here right now. We did half of that, and she did flashcards for multiplication tables. And Izzy, my giant dog is like squeezing in past me to get under the desk. She has been working on flashcards this morning. We read Mrs. Frisbee, and then when I was in my coaching call, Lucy read the next chapter, and then she made me read 2 more chapters after the coaching call. I think we have like 3 chapters left, so it was getting good. So she's doing flashcards right now. She has cursive and spelling you see that we are going to do. We didn't do the lap book yesterday, history lap book. I can write this stuff down because as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to finish doing this stuff with her. This is Frisbee, and you know, this week is just so chaotic. It's having all of the doctor's appointments and then some of my other obligations in the afternoons, and then tomorrow is the homeschool dance, and then Saturday we have people coming to work on our pellet stove, and then Sunday we're going to Massachusetts for Emma's college visit, and then we'll be gone. I'm so tired, and I'm not made for this much activity. I'm going to need a big old break pretty soon. Okay, we are going to also work. So she did the 6s, and I'm going to have her make 7s today. Okay, I'm not writing anything for Jack because I just need to wait and see what he is going to end up doing. He's in the shower right now. I don't think he started school. So, okay, there's Wednesday and part of Thursday. I will check in shortly and let you know how everything else turned out. Okay, guys. Gosh, okay. I did not come back Thursday afternoon to finish this up, so I'm going to write Thursday and Friday together, which is totally okay. I had started Thursday on some of the stuff, and now I can finish up because I started late Thursday. Anyways, this week was a little crazy. We did not get nearly as much done as I had wanted to get done because the beginning of the week was crazy. I know I've already mentioned that some, but it was just not good. We could have definitely spent some more time doing government on Friday, which we did not do. Emma and Jack did work on their workbook and some of the paper stuff. They did not finish because we had a shortened day on Friday just because we were getting ready for the dance in the afternoon and trying to manage all of the things. It was a lot this week. It was a lot. So let's see. Emma finished Importance of Being Earnest. I don't think she sent me her paper yet, so I will have to check on that. World Watch, Consumer Math, which she is really, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in this video or not, but she is really enjoying the Consumer Math program. I think that I said that I didn't know if it would be a full credit's worth of work, and the same thing for the In Your Own Words creative writing. But as they have gotten into both of those programs, well, Emma's the only one doing the Consumer Math, but as Jack and Emma got into In Your Own Words and as well as the Consumer Math, I definitely think there is enough work to constitute one credit, especially if they take the time to do all of the little extra things that it asks. So I'm very happy with both of those programs right now. Wordly Wise, World Watch, narration, journaling. So I just need to figure out if she did finish her paper, but if she didn't, that's okay. We'll work on it next week. I think I said this at the beginning of the week. We're going away this weekend and at the start of next week for a college visit for Emma, and so I'm trying to get all of my stuff done. I finished her transcript. Well, I had finished her transcript for freshman through junior year, and so I was trying to update all of the classes that she's taking that are going on right now, so that is good. Government, they did their workbooks. I did not do any extra reading with them, and I don't think that they were working on anything else. It was just, I had given them a bunch of papers and things to work on Wednesday, and so they were doing that all on Friday. Okay. All right, so he was doing teaching textbooks, geometry, test 6. He was doing Unity Chapter 4, Japanese, Lesson 6. He finished The Outsiders, Brave Writer, Copywork, World Watch. A lot of this stuff is just the normal stuff that they are working on every day, and that is good that they are still getting it done. I probably don't need to write government workbook here because I wrote it on the government section. Narration, and then let's see. All right. Then Friday he did teaching textbooks, lesson 44. He sat down to do his Japanese, and somehow like he got up and came back and somehow his pages flipped in his book. And so he was working on the exact spot that he was in for lesson 6, but he was in lesson 8 and he didn't know what the heck was going on. So I thought that was really funny. He finished The Outsiders. He didn't have Brave Writer copywork. He did do World Watch. He did his current events report. He did Wordly Wise. He did narration and government workbook, which I didn't need to write here again. My handwriting is terrible right now. And then they did In Your Own Words Sonnet State 5. Lucy, that was everything for Jack. Lucy worked on her lap book. We did Mrs. Frisbee. We reviewed flashcards. Review. She did cursive and spelling UC. I don't like using this notes column for Lucy because I forget that it's here. I think that I need to take a highlighter and just separate here so that I can see the delineation between each day. I think that would be helpful. All right, flashcards. She was reading in Grandma's Attic. She did not work on math, and I think that was everything. Okay guys, so here is this crazy chaotic week of homeschool planning in reverse. I don't really like to do this usually during the first semester. It's much better in the second semester when everybody is really on the ball with all of their work and knows what needs to happen. There were definitely a couple of days where we were not getting as much done as we could have, but at the same time we were playing catch up from being out in the mornings for appointments. So, and then Friday afternoon just kind of got away from us. I do not know why I do. I know why I accepted appointments on these 2 days, because I needed to make the appointments and there just wasn't anything else available. But we cannot do Monday and Tuesday appointments. We really need to do later in the week. It throws off our entire schedule when I have appointments at the beginning of the week. And so yeah, that was unfortunate, but we did get quite a bit done. I think that we're maybe a little bit behind on where I want us to be. Not necessarily behind, but maybe not as in depth in some of the subjects as I want to be, just because we're trying to get things done with all kinds of other activities going on. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the curriculum that we're using or how we're setting up our days, please let me know in the comments, or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box. Again, if you want more help and encouragement around home and homeschool and goals, I would love for you to come check out my membership community. That link is also always in the description box. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.